Enter your text here to see Amadeus, analysis of major characters, and quote, Amadeus, analysis of major characters, and quote, delves into the intricate relationships and tensions among the key figures surrounding the life and career of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Antonio Salieri. Central to the narrative is Antonio Salieri, a successful court composer who embodies envy and pride, grappling with his feelings of inferiority in the shadow of Mozart's extraordinary talent. Mozart is portrayed as a brilliant yet naive prodigy, whose unfiltered demeanor and lack of social tact alienate him from the Viennese court and its politics. Supporting characters, such as Constanze Weber, Mozart's devoted yet flawed wife, and Emperor Joseph II, who appreciates music but lacks the discernment to recognize true genius, contribute to the dynamics of admiration and rivalry. The analysis also highlights Baron Gottfried van Swieten and Count Johann von Strack, who navigate the cultural landscape of the time, representing various factions within the court. Lastly, there, and quote, Venticelli, and quote, or and quote, little winds, and quote, serve as a chorus, amplifying the gossip and intrigue that surround the characters. This exploration of character relationships in, and quote, Amadeus and quote, reveals themes of envy, ambition, and the complexities of artistic genius amid societal expectations. Antonio Salieri, Sal Yehree, a court composer and later imperial Kapellmeister to Joseph II, Emperor of Austria. He has dedicated his life and his talents to the greater honor and glory of God and has obtained fame, reputation, and the emperor's favor. Salieri belongs to a clique of Italians who have culturally colonized the court. His composure is shaken when Mozart, an upstart Austrian prodigy from Salzburg, comes to Vienna and makes a favorable impression on the emperor. Although he never questions Mozart's talent, Salieri becomes insanely jealous, schemes to ruin Mozart's career, and ultimately confesses to having killed Mozart before insanely attempting suicide. Salieri is an evil-minded, satanic figure, proud, vain, and humiliated by Mozart. He is the main player and narrator in a parable demonstrating the sin of envy. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, the genius composer, presented as a crude, vulgar, and tactless young egotist who has absolutely no modesty with regard to his talent. The victim of the drama, Mozart is innocent and naive in the devious world of court politics, too tactless to veil his contempt for the court Italians and Salieri's music, and too naive to recognize Salieri as his most dangerous enemy. Constanze Weber, the daughter of Mozart's landlady in Vienna and, later, Mozart's wife. She is well-intentioned, innocent, and tolerant of her husband's behavior, but she shares his vulgarity. She drives a wedge between Mozart and his father, Leopold, who later dies in Salzburg. She secretly visits Salieri when the couple needs money to survive, taking original manuscripts, but later she is suspicious of Salieri. She loves her husband, but is unable to help him at the end, when she returns from Baden to find him dying in the company of Salieri. Joseph II, the Emperor of Austria, Mozart's patron, who loves music but is too dense to fully appreciate Mozart's talents. Essentially a man of mediocre intelligence and taste. He prefers Salieri to Mozart and is therefore easily influenced by Salieri. He appoints Mozart to replace Gluck as chamber composer after Gluck's death, but, on Salieri's advice, at only 1/10 of Gluck's salary. Baron Gottfried van Swieten, Got van Swieten, the prefect of the Imperial Library and an ardent Freemason who helps to support Mozart and his family after Mozart becomes a Mason, until Mozart writes the magic flute and alienates his benefactor by utilizing Masonic rituals, at Salieri's suggestion, and revealing Masonic secrets in that opera. Because of his old-fashioned musical preferences, he is known as Lord Fugue. He pays for Mozart's pauper's funeral. Count Johann von Strack, Johann von Schtrak, the royal chamberlain, who conveys the emperor's orders to commission Mozart to write a comic opera in German, which further alienates the court Italians. Count Franz Orsini Rosenberg, the director of the Imperial Opera and part of the Italian faction. He argues against opera that is non-Italian and criticizes Mozart for employing too many notes. He believes that all prodigies are hateful. The Venticelli, Vehtchehli, or little winds, which serve as purveyors of information, gossip, and rumor, and function as a chorus to the action. Convert text to speech. Now,